Alright, being poor sucks. I wouldn't recommend being poor. I've been poor for most of my life. You ever see the Hunger Games? Well, that was me growing up. I was representing Section 8, and if you don't know what that is, you should consider yourself lucky. The Housing Choice Voucher Program essentially subsidizes your rent so that you only have to pay a percentage of your monthly income. Sounds great until you finally get off the extremely long wait list, only to find out that the only places that still take Section 8 recipients are the most run down, poorly managed, and dangerous spots in your whole city. It's even worse if your income is barely anything to begin with. My parents are divorced, and I lived with my mom, who's disabled, and only received SSI income around $900 a month for the two of us. Of course, utilities weren't included in our rent, which meant that Section 8 didn't help us with the water or electricity bills. So you can see that even though on paper we only pay 30% for rent, when you have $300 in utilities that doesn't qualify for assistance, it's very easy to fall behind and get them shut off, which happened. A lot. When we qualified, I was so excited because the apartment we had been living in was foreclosed, and we no longer had to worry about getting evicted with no notice. I didn't even care that my 43-year-old neighbor offered middle school me a blunt the first time I saw him, or that there was a bullet hole in my window. I was just happy to have a stable home. You might be thinking to yourself, damn, this kid's screwed with that upbringing. And that's what I thought too at the time. Getting by with just $330 a month for food, clothes, and everything else was difficult, but it really taught me the value of money and how to live without it. I'm sure that you've heard about the stock market. Maybe you don't understand it, or maybe you tried investing before and the economy crashed a week later. The US stock market is so powerful because our whole retirement system is built into it. 401ks, university dowries, pension plans, etc. Everything is connected via the stock market. You need to have a plan, even if that plan was scribbled out on a napkin during a burst of 3 a.m. motivation. Something as simple as, I'm going to invest $10 into X every week for the next 10 weeks, has already set you up for success. Let's start with how the stock market works. When you purchase a share, that is exactly what it sounds like. You become a part owner of that company. Even if you only own a single share in a massive corporation like Coca-Cola, you are still an owner. However, you are unlikely to purchase this share directly from the company itself. Instead, you are going to be buying it from someone who is selling it. You do this through an exchange. The one I recommend is Fidelity, but the reasons why are likely for a different video. The reason you should invest is so you stop being poor. Picking the perfect time to put money in is easy. It's right now. While the market goes up and down constantly, over the long term, it trends upward. You do not need to have a lot of money in order to invest as long as you do it consistently. Future you will either thank you for your wise decisions or curse you for neglecting your finances for so long.